students, welcome to our channel. Guys, this is our chapter 2, that is solution, and this is our part 4th of the chapter 2. Part 3 we have done earlier. So new students, please go and see the part 3 to get complete understanding of the part 4, and also subscribe this channel. And the regular students, please focus on the today's videos very well and prepare your notes side by side to get all the questions and the solutions in your examination. So today's our topic is Raoult's law for volatile solutes or vapor pressure for liquid solution. Guys, this is the naming law in this chapter, and as all of you know that this is the favorite topic of the most examiners, so इस टॉपिक से रिलेटेड क्वेश्चंस आने की संभावना रहती ही रहती है. So firstly we will see that what is Raoult's law or the statements of Raoult's law. So according to the Raoult's law, in a solution the vapor pressure of a component at a given temperature is equal to the mole fraction of that component in the solution multiplied by vapor pressure of that component in the pure state. I repeat that according to the Raoult's law, in the solution the vapor pressure of a component at given temperature is equals to the mole fraction of that component in solution multiplied by the vapor pressure of that component in pure state. Right? So students, आपने क्या समझा? Vapor pressure of a component at particular temperature is equals to the mole fraction of that component in solution. Mole fraction means X multiplied by vapor pressure of that component in the pure state. Vapor pressure of that component in pure state is denoted by P naught. So vapor pressure of a component is equals to X multiply P naught. So here consider a case that if we have two components A and B with partial pressure PA and PB and mole fraction XA and XB and vapor pressure in pure state as PA naught and PB naught. So according to the Raoult's law for volatile solutes, here students आप ये भी समझ लीजिए कि volatile solutes का मतलब क्या होता है. Consider a beaker having the solution consists of the A and as well as the B component. So the volatile solutes are those which are having the tendency to change into the vapors. So यहाँ पर हमारे पास vapors बन जाएंगे. यहाँ पर हमारे पास A and B both component है, so vapor भी हमारे पास A as well as B के बनेंगे. So the tendency of the solute to change into vapors are known as volatile solute. So according to the Raoult's law, as stated from its statement, vapor pressure of the component A is equals to the mole fraction of A multiplied by the vapor pressure of that component, that is a component in the pure state. So I have put this according to the statement of the Raoult's law. Similarly, according to the Raoult's law for the component B, the vapor pressure of the component B is equals to the mole fraction of component B multiply vapor pressure of the component B in the pure state. Also, all of us know that total pressure will be equals to the vapor pressure or the pressure of the all component in the solution. Here we are having two components, that is A and B. So total pressure is equals to the pressure A plus pressure of A plus pressure of B. So Pt is the total pressure. Pt is equals to the pressure A and pressure B, and we have put in the value of pressure A as XA into PA naught from equation 1 and the value of PB from equation 2. So here you can see that Pt is equals to XA PA naught plus XB PB naught. Also, all of you know that XA plus XB is equals to 1. This we have done in our mole fraction concept. Always the mole fraction of the component present in the solution is always equals to 1. So here you can say that XA is equals to 1 minus of XB. So using this we have put in the value of XA as 1 minus XB into PA naught. सब as such है, सिर्फ हमने यहाँ पर XA की वैल्यू को पुट अप कर दिया है. नेक्स्ट हमने इसको सोल्व कर लिया, दैट इज PA नॉट को 1 से मल्टीप्लाई करा, PA नॉट माइनस का माइनस, देन XB को हमने PA नॉट से मल्टीप्लाई करा माइनस XB इंटू PA नॉट प्लस XB PB नॉट एज सच. देन PT इज इक्वल्स टू, हमने यहाँ पर XB को कॉमन ले लिया, सो हेयर PB नॉट माइनस PA नॉट आ गया. दिस इज आवर सिंपल मैथमेटिक्स. So here you can see that the PA naught and the value of PB naught are constant at particular temperature. This is always constant, that is the vapor pressure of that component in pure state is always constant for a particular component. So here यहाँ पर नॉट भी आएगा ना as such. So here as PA naught, PB naught and PA naught is constant, therefore the total vapor pressure is the linear function of the mole fraction. This is the derivation of the Raoult's law for volatile solutes. And ये examination point of view से काफ़ी important topic है. अगर आपके पास question आता है state the Raoult's law for volatile solutes, then you have to first give the definition of the Raoult's law, then consider a case like this and then derive up to this, and you have to write that if as PA naught plus PB naught are the constant at the particular temperature, so total vapor pressure is the linear function of mole fraction. This statement means the vapor pressure will change. As the vapor pressure will change, mole fraction will also change, or the vice versa. And now we will look vapor pressure versus mole fraction or the PX diagram. So students, this is your vapor pressure versus mole fraction graph or the PX diagram. Here as you can see that we have taken vapor pressure on the y-axis, whereas mole fraction of B on the x-axis. Here the value of the mole fraction of B is 0 and it is increasing constantly as we have moving forward. Also here the value of the component A, that is the mole fraction of A, is 1 and it is decreasing constantly as we have moving further. Here as we have seen in our Raoult's law for volatile solute that PA is equals to XA into PA naught, and thus this is your first line, that is PA is equals to XA into PA naught. This we have stated earlier, and this is your second line, that is PB is equals to XB dot PB naught, and this is your third line of the graph, that is P total is equals to PA plus PB naught, PB sorry. So here you can see that as the vapor pressure is the linear function of the mole fraction, so here we have drawn considering our first statement. So here when the value of XA is equal to 1, that is maximum, the vapor pressure of the pure component of A is the maximum, and as the value of the mole fraction is decreasing, the value of the vapor pressure at the pure state is also decreasing. Similarly, here the mole fraction of B is minimum, so as the vapor pressure at the pure state is also minimum, and as the value of the mole fraction of the B component is increasing, so as the value of the vapor pressure of the pure state of B component is also increasing. So we have constructed, that is our first line, as PA is equals to XA dot PA naught, and as the second line as PB is equals to XB dot PB naught. And this, if we construct the PA naught, if we join the PA naught with the PB naught, we will get the P as the PA plus PB. This is our third line. So students, if A is the solvent we have taken and B is the solute. I hope this is clear to all of you guys, and this is the ideal solution graph. Otherwise this is not the straight line, but it will show a parabolic path. For the lower parabola for the negative deviation, while the upper parabola for the positive deviation. But you have to consider this only for your syllabus. Next, you can note down some important points. That is, Raoult's law is applicable only if the two components form a solution. This is not applicable if two liquids are not completely miscible. So, for the Raoult's law to be applicable, two components form a solution, while also the two components should be completely miscible. This is very important, guys. You can write down giving the heading important points, and this is your first point, that is Raoult's law is applicable only if the two components form a solution, and the Raoult's law is applicable only if the two components is the completely miscible. Also, in the Peaks diagram, both the components are volatile. The vapors above them will contain both of them, as we have seen using our this diagram. Thus, that both the components should be volatile and the vapor should contain both the component. This is very necessary for the Raoult's law to act upon. Also, the liquid pair which obeys the Raoult's law are called as ideal solution. So, vapors should contain both component and they should be volatile, and also the liquid pair which obeys Raoult's law are ideal solution. And you can give the examples of ideal solution as benzene plus toluene. This is the example of the ideal solution. Also chlorobenzene plus bromobenzene, hectane and hexane. So guys, this is all about the Raoult's law for volatile solutes, and in our next video we will do the Raoult's law for non-volatile solute. Guys, if you like the video, please hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe this channel and hit the bell icon to get all the videos notification. And also you can comment your views to motivate us. Thank you and have a nice day.